Hello teachers, I've decided to create an introduction video to Moodle and to SharpSchool so that you know how to go ahead and navigate through Moodle and how to access your SharpSchool website. So let's go ahead and go to Moodle first. I've got a bookmark here. I'll show you how to do that right now. If you don't have your menus up here and your toolbar here, your bookmark toolbar, let me show you how to get that done first. You right click on this space right here and you see these two selections. Well, you want to make sure those are both checked off. You'll have to do it one at a time, and you'll start seeing the menu bar come up and also the bookmarks toolbar. Once you have that, you will see that from that moment on. So make sure you do that so that you have these available. So I'm going to go to the Moodle course, and it's moodle.epist.org. Moodle, moodle.epist.org. Now go ahead and press enter and I get to the Moodle course. Now I'm on Firefox. You might be on a different browser, but so I'm going to show you how to save to your favorites on Firefox. There's a star here in Firefox. If I click on it, I get this menu, and usually it pops up as unsorted bookmarks, so I want to be careful with that. I want to go ahead and put it in bookmarks toolbar, and then you can change the name. It's going to come up as EPISD Campus, PD Campus. So if you want to go ahead and say Moodle EPISD, that's fine with you, because we're probably going to be referring it as the Moodle site, referring to it as the Moodle site. So once you're done with that, click done, and your Moodle will show up, your bookmark will show up. Place mine at the bottom. I can go ahead and drag it and place it wherever I want. So I'm going to place it right here, and that way I can have it there in front instead of hiding down here in that drop down menu. So this is the Moodle course, and you can access this course called Teacher Web Pages right here in the middle by just clicking on it and coming in as a guest, entering as a guest. Okay, so if you've already done the course, you've gotten credit, you can enter as a guest. So all I have to do is type the word. I'm going to unmask it so you can see it. Teacher. Once you type the word teacher and you submit, you'll be able to access the course. Okay. It's different though if you want to go ahead and take the course. So if you're one of the teachers, a teacher in a campus that is about to take the course, or have never taken the course before, maybe at a high school or middle school, and another opportunity comes up to take the course, then you'll have to log in, and more likely you'll have to log in to take any of these courses. And this is a site I would become very friendly with, because a lot of your online professional development is going to be offered through this site right here, moodle.epist.org. So let's go ahead and click on login. If you're going to go ahead and want to get credit for the course, click on login. And then you will enter your username and password. This is your EPISD username and password. Every teacher and staff member in the district will have an account. If you don't, go ahead and contact Chris Sherman. He'll be able to help you out with that. And once you enter that, you can go ahead and click and log in at the login button. You'll see your name up here. You know you're logged in because you see your name up there, because it pretty much looks the same as if you weren't logged in. And now to take a course, you have to click on the course itself again. And I'm already logged in, but yours will say student enrollment key. Okay, and you have to enter an enrollment key there. Depending on what campus you're in, then you'll have to get that enrollment key from your instructional technology specialist. So once you get that enrollment key, and it'll have the names of the IT, so if you don't know who your IT is, you don't remember their name, it'll have the names up there, and you'll have to email them for that enrollment key, or you can email Chris Sherman directly also, and he can help you out with that. But try and email your ITs first before you email Chris Sherman. So this is a course, the SharpSchool Teacher website web pages course. And you have some information, so you have to click through these. I recommend that as you're finishing them off, check them off. You see that it saves your progress. But the meat of the actual training is right here. It's the project and the tutorials. Okay, each one of these tutorials will open up and in a new window, and it'll play a tutorial video. These are you have to do some work with these. It's not just watch the video. The video will walk you through and ask you to go ahead and click on certain things. The neat thing about this you can go ahead and pause the video, go back to your site, and work on your site, and then you can bring that video back up. Okay, so you can go back and forth on these, no problem. Okay, so once you watch, so watch and do as you're going through these videos. Remember to be checking them off as you're finishing them. It'll keep tabs on what you've done, where you stopped. So if you have to exit, come back later, you can go ahead and you can start where you left off. Don't forget that you can access this site 24/7. So this is not just to school. This is not just at night. It can be early in the morning, whenever you like. The weekend, you have all sorts of whenever you have all sorts of free time, which you probably don't. But whenever you do have time, please go ahead and work on your SharpSchool website. I recommend going through the SharpSchool Customer Net. I think they've increased our hours now to 9 p.m. Eastern, which makes it about 7 p.m. our time, which is good because we're out of work. So if you have a question during that time, you can contact SharpSchool Customer Net. They have an online tool where you can chat with them. You can email them or you can call them, and they do help you out. So if you can't reach your webmasters or your 21 CLL or myself or Chris Sherman, you can definitely go through SharpSchool. I do recommend going through SharpSchool. They have helped me out 1,000 times on various different issues with teacher websites. You have some more info on the photo gallery, the calendar, document container. Very, very good information. Please go ahead and make sure you read that. And then at the bottom, you have your Create Your SharpSchool website assignment. So when you're ready to create your SharpSchool website, or when you're ready to turn in your assignment, because hopefully you've been creating it as you're watching the videos, you click on that link, and it gives you some information of which, reminders of things that you should have. Minimum. So these are minimum requirements to your SharpSchool teacher website. Obviously, we want to make sure it's clean, professional, and easy to navigate. Then right here at the bottom, it tells you when you complete your assignment, click on the Add Submissions button below. Well, I'm going to change my view to student, my role to student, so you can see what that looks like. So here I go again. At the bottom, I have this Add Submission button, and it's going to tell me what to do once I click that. Before we go to that other link, let's go ahead and look at this. This is a grading rubric. This is what your ITs are going to be using to go ahead and grade your website. And based on these points, you will get a pass or no pass. Okay, so make sure you have all of this criteria complete before you actually submit it. So go ahead and make sure you have all of this on your website. And when you have all this information, you're ready to go. Click on Add Submission. It looks the same, but if you scroll down to the bottom, you have this online text, and we want to go ahead and pay attention to this part right here. We want to go ahead and send the link to your teacher website. So you'll go to your website. So I'm going to use Clardy as an example. No, I'll use Burleson. Doesn't matter who I use. Burleson is an example because Clardy hasn't gone live. So I'll use Burleson. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. Right-click Copy. If you're on Firefox, which I am now, it will not let you right-click paste. You're going to have to Control-V paste. So Control-V, that's your paste. So that's your link to the website. So obviously this is the website, their main website. If I wanted to go and find a teacher website, then I would go ahead and hover over the directory, find a teacher. Let me pick the first one I see here, Ms. Bravo. And this is her link. So she would right-click C to copy, or right-click, Control-C to copy, I'm sorry, or right-click and copy. But here, when you actually do it on Firefox, you have to Control-V. And these are good shortcuts to know to go ahead and paste the site. They also want the specific content space page to specify. So my content space page is whatever it may be. It could be upcoming events, homework policy, it could be video tutorials that you created, weekly notes, whatever you want it to be. It could be your classroom policy, etc. That would be it. You would tell us what your content space page is. And then the last thing it wants is an external page link that you have added to your website. So you'll have to create an external link, and the videos will show you. And so you can say my external link is I don't know, let's see, Schoology. So maybe you use Schoology in your classroom, or you use Edmodo, or you use certain videos from YouTube, and you gotta tell us which videos those are. Maybe it's a specific playlist that you want to go ahead and show us. Um, Maybe it's Khan Academy that you use for math. And you name it. It could be any resource out there on the internet, any page where you send your students or maybe your parents that would help them understand what you're doing in the classroom, or help the parents maybe see grades, stuff like that. So it could be parent portal. And these are just hints for now. You can add as many external links as you like, as long as there's a purpose for these. Don't add a Schoology link if you don't use Schoology. So you want to make sure you're using Schoology for that. And then when you're done, don't forget to scroll to the bottom and click on the link that says Save Changes. If you don't click on this button, we will not get your entry, your submission. And this is how we're going to see that you've actually finished. We'll go in there. We'll go ahead and use that rubric to grade it, and we'll go ahead and hopefully assign you the credit and your certificate. Okay, so that is Moodle EPISD, or as they call it here, EPISD PD Campus. So this is where you'll be taking the course. So you log in if you want to get credit. If it's your turn, maybe it's your campus's turn to go ahead and get credit, or I've opened it up to you, or it has opened it up to you because you didn't complete it before and you have another opportunity. If you have already completed the course, then you don't have to log in. You just click and go in as a teacher, password teacher. So to work on your teacher website, you have to go to your web page. So I'm using Burleson as an example here. You go ahead and go to your campus web page, burleson.episd.org, selva.episd.org, clardy.episd.org, you name it. It's going to be on there. Some of the elementaries are not live yet, so we're still working on some of those, and they're still going through their training. So Tier 2 and Tier 1 elementaries, you still have a different web address. Make sure you use that. But Tier 3, middle school and high school, your websites are already live, so you can go in there at any time, and not only can you see them, but also your community, your students, parents, you name it. Anybody who has the link, the web address, they can go ahead and see your page. So you're not logged in because it says to log in. You're in as a guest. All parents will come in as a guest. They won't have access to log in, but you will. So to log in to work on your page, you want to go to the directory and find yourself under those drop-down menus. Whatever grade level you might be in, you'll be in there by courses section. If you're in high school, middle school, it'll be a department, and you'll find yourself by first name, last name under that department. So I know I have a page in technology, although I'm not seeing it here. I know I do. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It's called It's Practice, so it's a practice page. And I'm in my page. So you want to go ahead and click on your page and come into your page. Your page is probably blank because you haven't started anything with it, just like mine. And I want to go ahead and log in. I only want to log in. I can log in anywhere, but I really want to log in when I'm on my page, because when you're on your page, you're going to see some special editing tools that you will not have when you're anywhere else on your campus website. So to log in, I click login up here in this black bar. And I go ahead and log in. I have a practice account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in as my fake practice account. So you put your username, whatever that may be. JM Morales is mine. And then your password is going to be the word secret, SECRET, and the last four numbers of your social. So once you have secret and the last four numbers on your social and your username is correct without the @episd.org, so just your username, you go ahead and click login. It's going to seem like you didn't log in. It takes you back to your page, but you'll know you're logged in because your username will be right up here. And right up here at the top, you have these editing tools, the great toolbar. This is a very important great toolbar that you will not see if you're anywhere else. If I go ahead and click on Burleson Elementary to take me back to the campus homepage, those tools are gone. That means that I cannot edit any page except for my own, and that goes also that is also the same for your colleagues, with the exception of your webmasters, which is Miss Maese and Mr. Ponce. They will be able to update any page and work on any page, but obviously they're only going to be working on theirs. Their main goal, though, is to work on this home page. So remember, any information that you would like to go on the landing page for your school, that you can go ahead and let them know. They are not going to be working on your website. That's your job, not theirs. So I'm going to go back to my page and see, there it is. I knew it was there. So I click on my page. When I click on my page, I see that gray toolbar again. The first thing you want to work on, and I've showed this to the other classes as an introduction to the other teachers, is to go ahead and start your profile. So I'm going to help you started with your profile, which is the first video on the SharpSchool website. So to start your profile, you click on It's Practice. I've already created mine because I did it with the other teachers, but this is what you would land to. All this would be blank. There'd be no picture. All it would say would be your email address, and the work address might say United States, the home address might say United States, but you won't have a phone number, sex, or anything like that. Okay, so to go ahead and work on that and edit all that, you click on Edit User. You come to this next page, so it's a multiple step, 3 steps at that. You have to click on the second set of tabs where it says User Profile. So that's the tab we want to be at. So here's my User Profile tab. The first thing I want to enter is my job title, whether that be kindergarten, elementary kindergarten teacher, elementary first grade teacher, elementary bilingual third grade teacher, elementary dual language fourth grade teacher, whatever it may be. You go ahead and enter that in there. Your gender. Your self-description is your educational background, so go ahead and enter your educational background. Leave your website address alone. That should already be set, so we're not going to touch that. And then you enter a short personal message. This is optional. It says in the video that it's optional, but I think having one there is good. Don't forget to enter your contact information, so your office phone number, and letting them know that they can contact you. The next step is to go ahead and enter your room number and your grades taught. If you teach more than one grade, like if you're the computer teacher or the librarian or a SPED coach or a literacy math coach, then you definitely want to click on all the grades. Okay, there I've already let them know that there is no pre-K or kinder, so if you're pre-K or kinder, I'm sorry. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Your office hours is your prep time, so go ahead and put your prep time there. Do not enter any social media links unless you use it specifically in your classroom for teaching. If you don't, do not give them your Facebook or anything else. Okay. Your work address is your school campus address. Go ahead and enter that. If you don't know your work address, it's down here at the bottom of every page. So your site should have that information down there. Make sure that's correct. If it isn't, we want to let the webmasters know so they can go ahead and send that off to Chris Sherman. Do not give them your home address because they will go and knock at your door. And the only number that will show up is your work address, but I wouldn't put any of these other numbers here. It already has a fax number down here, but go ahead and give them the school number. And once you're done, click on Update User. It's going to shoot out all the way to the top, like if you haven't done anything, but you actually have updated your profile. The last step on the profile page is the user photo. So you click on User Photo, and you're going to have to find the user photo on your computer. So you click on Browse. Now, if you don't have a user photo, or if you're really crazy about that EPISD photo, then you can, so this is my EPISD photo, you can actually grab that. And I'm going to show you a tool that I showed the teachers that went to the training. So I'm going to click on and open a new tab. And I'm going to go to my EPISD and log in. Okay, so here's my EPISD. I'm logged in. I want to find my picture. I have to go to Directory. So I'm going to click on Directory. And I'm going to enter my username. Once I do that, my name comes up. It tells me what I am, where I work at, my phone number, etc. I click on this camera icon and my picture pops up. Okay, so what I want to use is I want to use a tool called Snipping Tool that is found in all our teacher laptops and your desktops too. All right, and if I click on the Start menu and I go to All Programs, and under All Programs I'll see a folder called Accessories. All of you should have this folder. I get everything that's inside of Accessories, and I'm looking for the Snipping Tool. Okay, I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to put this in my Start menu. So I'm going to right click, and mine's already pinned, so I'm going to unpin it to show you what it looks like. So I right click again and it says pin the Start menu. So what happens is when I first click the Start button, the Windows button down there at the bottom, it'll be right up here in the Start menu. This is the section we call the Start menus. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Snipping Tool. Okay, it comes on, my page goes kind of gray, and then I have this crosshair kind of deal here. Okay, so all I have to do is I have to grab, so left click and drag to grab the image. So left click and drag to grab the image. So maybe that's what I want to go ahead and show. I let go, and the image is placed on the Snipping Tool program. I want to go ahead and save this image. So I go to File, Save As, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on my desktop so I can find it. Okay, so I can say EPISD mugshot. So there's my mugshot. I go ahead and click Save. And I know it's there. I can go ahead and close. I'm going to close my Snipping Tool. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my website. Here's my website, and I want to go ahead and browse for this picture. So I'm going to get rid of this one. It'll be gone. There it is. It's gone. I'm going to browse. I'm on my desktop, so click Desktop. I know it's there. I got to find it here somewhere. There it is, my mugshot. I click and I open, or I double click. Does the same thing. Puts the title right there. The last step is to upload. There it is. That's all I have to do. The reason we do our profile, so let me show you why, is because there are actually two places that parents or students can land. They can land on your profile page, or they can now land on your web page. Well, to land on your web page, we already saw that we go ahead and hover over directory and go ahead and find you by grade level or department. But if they click, so I'm going to click on the word directory here, the link, directory link, they're going to see all the teachers on your campus. Some of them have already started working on their website. Great job. All the teachers on your campus, and I know I'm on there somewhere, so I'm going to change to 50 so I can see all of them. Somewhere towards the bottom. I should see myself. There I am. And this is the way to get to my profile page. So if they click on my name, they will see my profile information, or your profile information, along with your picture. Okay. They can also access your website from here. So once they get here, they can go, oh, let me go to this website, or they can send you an email. So I can go ahead and open that up, and you can go ahead and see that you can send an email. But if I click on that link for my website, it'll take me back to my website. And that's why we create both. We create the web page down here and your profile page up here by clicking on your username. You need to create them both. The video will tell you how to do both of those if you need to review that again, or you can definitely watch this video again and it'll show you how to create those. If you have any questions at any time, please contact your instructional technology support. I'm Jesus Morales for your Jefferson feeder pattern. If you need to know who anybody else is, go ahead and go to that Moodle site, and it has the names, or shoot me an email. I'll let you know who your instructional technology specialist is. Okay, so this is it. This is your intro to SharpSchool and a Moodle course. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and contact us.